A report from an online portal, Dhaka Tribune, is published that how a second-time SSC failed boy becomes a successful freelancer and earns 15,000 per month. His name is Abu Kahar, a 22-year-old, and he graduates from Kalai in Joypurhat. He earns 15,000 per month. You can check the link below for the article. There are several reasons to start freelancing. Be your own boss. The most common reason for starting out as a freelancer or an entrepreneur is the ability to be your own boss. No more working with control freak management. No more being clocked in and out of the office. No more getting told off for being late. You're the master of your own ship, and that's a great way to feel. The end of office politics. Office politics have a horrible habit of making people miserable. Many employees say that it's the worst bit of their job, having to play for favor between competing managers or competing teams. Fortunately, from the day you start working for yourself, you can say goodbye to office politics forever. You are in control. Freelancers and entrepreneurs make their own decisions. There's no debating which version of a website to use or what the office dress code should be. It's all up to you. If you want to work naked in your living room, or if you want to wear a suit and sit in the coffee with your laptop, you can. Your time is your own. There is no 9 to 5 unless you want there to be. If you feel most productive between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., you can work then. If your clients want you to be there 9 to 5, you can always excuse periods of absence as a client meeting. Who's going to know? You choose the projects you want to work on. If you're a web designer and you hate working on a tobacco company website, you don't have to. If you're a writer and never want to write a single sales letter, you don't have to. Employees have to work on projects their boss assigns them. Freelancers and entrepreneurs choose their own project based on their expertise and passion. You might want to bear in mind that it's unlikely you ever find a perfect freelance or entrepreneur job which is 100% interesting and motivating all the time. There are still boring repetitive work to be done such as accounting, admin, etc. But the majority of your time should involve doing the things you love. You choose the clients you work with. Back when the author started freelancing, one of the first clients was insanely pernickety. The client had sent a document to ask her to change the position of a comma. The fact that moving the comma herself would take less time completely escaped the client. So what did the author do? She fired the client. She's happy to edit her work based on the client feedback, but she's not happy to waste 15 minutes reading an email, changing a comma and writing an email to send that comma back. Freelancers and entrepreneurs don't have to work with people who know them. They are free to choose the people with whom they work, performing multiple tasks at the same time. Who has more chance to survive economic shocks? A big company engaged in one's activity, an entrepreneur who knows how to do 5 things at once. Freelancers are themselves in their work. That speaks to that they constantly wide networks of contacts and work hard at acquiring new skills that can make them more competitive in work they are dealing with. Happy days practicing one service or product are long over. Working from home. Working from home is an ideal solution for balancing work and family or private life, during which you can successfully make for a living and support yourself and your family. Working from home and thereby carve out a comfortable life, it is fully possible, but only if you are willing to work hard. The obvious advantage of such operations are often sufficient to lure professionals from the offices in comfort of your home. Flexible working hours. At the time of fast living, it is hard to synchronize family and work commitments. What would make life easier are many flexible working hours. When you're a freelancer, you can organize your working time as you want, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening. Convenient it is that in the way you can work some other jobs too, of course if you can manage all of your obligations. Learning through work. Do not think about work like a company where you work 20 years the same thing. You will change jobs and employers on a weekly basis, and many more will learn what will be useful for future jobs. You will gain confidence. The world's different when you're the boss. People see you differently and treat you differently. Plus, you'll handle client relations, sales, meetings, etc. by yourself, without the company of colleagues, managers. Your confidence increases in leaps and bounds when you're a freelancer.